Hi everyone, today we're going to be making a fish and gourd curry and we're going to be starting off the video in my mum's allotment. Alhamdulillah, as you might have seen in my mum's allotment tour, she has quite a few gourds growing this year. And this one down here is just about ready for us to pick and eat. Now in Bengali we call a gourd a Khodu, so I might use that interchangeably from here. Now this one here we're going to be using in today's salmon and gourd curry. Now as well as the gourd, let's take a look at what other ingredients we'll need. Chop your gourd into large chunks that look like this. You'll also need salmon. We use just under 1 kilogram. You'll need about 4 large onions, some coriander, some minced garlic, some chilies. You'll also need some of our usual spices, turmeric, chilli and curry powder, as well as water and oil. Start by adding 2 large spoons of oil to your pan. You want to set your pan at a medium heat and let that oil heat up. Now's when we add in our minced garlic. We used about 6 cloves here. Stir that in the hot oil until it begins to brown. Now that it's browned, we're ready to add our sliced onions. Give that all a good stir. Now we're going to add in our salt. We used about 1 teaspoon here, but feel free to add more or less according to your taste. You'll want to keep that on the heat for a little bit and allow the onions to soften. Once they've softened a little, we're going to help them on their way and add in some water. We used around 1 cupful here. Now we're going to cover the pan and allow it to simmer away on medium heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. After your 10 or so minutes, it should look like this. We're going to use a potato masher to help the onions along a little bit. Use the masher to turn it into a rough puree. Now you can see that we're ready to add some spices. We're going to start with 1 tablespoon of turmeric. Next is 1 tablespoon of curry powder. And then about 3/4 tablespoon of chilli. Finally, we're adding less than 1 teaspoon of cumin powder and stir it all together. Stir this on a medium heat for about a minute. Now we're ready to add some ingredients. Grab your gourd and you're going to add that in slowly. We add the gourd before the fish so that when we're stirring it, it doesn't break the fish apart. Stir this all together until your gourd is mixed in with your curry base. Once it's all mixed, we're going to cover up the pan, leave it on a medium heat for about 10 minutes. That 10 minutes should have softened your gourd, and as you can see, it's released some of the water back into the curry, creating a nice curry sauce. Give that another quick mix now, as when we've added the fish, we're going to have to be a lot more careful when we're mixing. So here you can see we're adding our fish. We've gone for salmon this time, but of course you can use different fish. We're going to give that a gentle mix now. Now we're going to cover up our curry once again, this time for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is what your salmon and gourd curry should look like after those minutes. We're going to give our curry another 5 minutes with the lid on. Now, the final step. We're going to add in our chilies and our chopped coriander to finish off the dish. And that's our curry done. Thank you all again so much for watching. We really appreciate all the likes and thank you for subscribing. We hope you've enjoyed this video and will give the curry a go.